the vlog. Today's Wednesday and I'm still on spring break. I think it's noon if I'm not mistaken. I've been awake since 10 and I've just been kind of like doing mindless work. I'm currently making my bed right now because I am trying to make my bed every time that I wake up. And I don't know what happened last night, but last night I had this first boost of like motivation. Like I have not felt that motivated since for the past like 10 months, and I'm going to bed at like at 3 a.m. because I did some work. I also spent like an hour reading, which is something I'm really glad about. Oh, let me show you guys what I'm reading. I'm reading Mame right now. This book follows like a 25-year-old like British Ghanaian girl, and she's basically she's basically kind of like me, but like not really. Like the things that she's going through, like I've definitely going through. She is like, you know, like the firstborn daughter in an African immigrant household, and the joke is she's not even the actual firstborn. She's got an older brother who's useless, right? She's got an older brother who's useless, but because he's like an older brother and he's a man, he doesn't get to do any shit, and she's the one in charge of like everything going on, and she's taking care of her dad who's got Parkinson's disease. So basically this book is about her discovering herself, learning to put herself first, and just kind of like having boundaries. I'm only like I'm on chapter 7, I believe, and like I like the concept and the theme so far. Like I'm not liking the voice right now. She sometimes she kind of sounds annoying sometimes, but then I think it's also because it's told in first person, and I don't really like first person. It's way too personal, and considering what the girl is going through and what she's experiencing, like I've already been through that. I'm still through that, and I don't like being seen like that too much in literature, you know, like it's a little bit too close to home. But so far it is good so far. Right now it's sitting at like a 4 stars out of 5. All that to say is today is Wednesday and tomorrow I'm going to Boston. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, you guys saw the weather. Like you saw the weather. It's very much giving snowstorm like it was last week. And tell me why the past couple of days it's been decent weather. But like when I'm deciding to go to Boston, we get this again. And I think at this point, I should just accept the fact that he just doesn't want me to celebrate my birthday. Like, it's just not in the books this year. It's not gonna happen. All my vision board ideas that I have for like the cute birthday picture, not fucking happening. And honestly, I don't even feel excited to go to Boston anymore. Because look at this fucking weather. Like, look at that. Oh, I can't zoom in, but like it's fucking ugly. Ground is slippery, and because I'm going by myself, I can't even take that much stuff. Like I can't even pack like my fancy coat because I don't want to go wearing my fancy coat, you know, like, and I don't want to pack because it's going to take up a lot of space, and it's just the vibes are just not happening, and I should just accept the fact that I'm not gonna have a fun birthday. But you know what? It is what it is. You know what? It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Anyways, I need to finish making my bed. I also want to go do my dishes, and I want to come back and start doing some work. I've been pretty unproductive the past 3 days. I've just been in my bed doing absolutely nothing. And yeah, I'm ready for this weather to be over because I am 90% sure this weather is impacting my ability to like feel alive, you know? Like this weather is just not the vibe. Like this New England weather, it's depressing. Okay, so it was not my agenda to do any makeup today, but okay, I'm kind of cold. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to turn on the heater. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm just gonna do some quick makeup and we're just gonna chat about dating. Like I don't talk about dating on like my YouTube just because I don't know, like private business, right? And like dating involves like other people, so I never want to be putting people's like stuff on my YouTube because like YouTube is for life. I am back on the dating apps, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna do like I don't feel like doing a full face of foundation, so I'm just gonna keep it to Elf Halo Glow and the Fenty Skin. It's gonna be very light, but yeah, all that says I'm back on the dating apps, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very excited to be on the dating apps because I don't know, I've never been a fan of dating apps in general. I prefer to meet people like organically, but like where I live, that's literally never gonna happen. Also because I really leave my house, and if I do, but when I do leave my house, there's literally nobody here. Like I'm not even gonna lie. But then also I'm also less excited to be back on the dating apps right now because the reason why, like, if it didn't work out for me last year, I don't see why right now will be different. Like, literally nothing about anything has changed. Like, I'm still in the exact same location. like it's the same everything. So the same issues that I was running into last year, those are the same issues I will continue running into again, because literally nothing has changed. Honestly, I don't even know why I got Hinge again. I think it's just like an impossible decision. Also, my period is coming. So, and I don't make smart decisions when my period is coming. So I think I'm gonna delete it, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, because I just know for a fact nothing's gonna come out of it. And it's just not even me being like pessimistic or anything like that. I'm just being realistic. Like, if it didn't work last year, I genuinely don't see why it's gonna work out this year. Like, it doesn't matter how many times I delete the app and get it again. The same things I was running into will be the same things I've kind of like keep running into. Like, it would be one thing if I like moved, and maybe that would be different. I'll be a little bit more excited. I don't know. So maybe if I move to Boston, things might be different. But like, honestly, I am not very hopeful. You know how some people go on the dating apps to feel like an ego boost? Like when they see like all of those profiles liking them, they're like, oh, okay, I'm hot shit. Honestly, I just feel uglier. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel uglier. I'm not gonna lie, because the people that be liking me sometimes, I'm just like, really? Like, is this really all I can attract? Like, this is what I'm pulling? And it's just really humbling, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I go on that app feeling like a 12 out of 10. And then I close the app feeling like a -3 out of 10. Like, I get humbled so much, it's actually ridiculous. Anyways, all that to say is I am not excited to be back on the dating app. But I think it's also because like I feel like I've reached that point where, should I put powder? I've reached that point where I don't want to be single anymore, which has never happened to me before. Like, I've been single my whole life, and not once in my life have I ever felt like I don't want to be single. Like, I loved being single. Like, I was the queen of loving being single. Being single just hasn't been hitting the same, and I can't even tell you why. Maybe it's like that biological clock of mine that's ticking in or whatever, but I don't know, like, it really hasn't been hitting the same. And then also because like I'm at that stage where literally people that I know, like my friends, my classmates, my colleagues, all of them are like getting married or they're engaged and they're with kids, which is fine, right? But then it's like, you know, like, I'm only human. I also want those things, or maybe not all of those things, but still, it's like, damn, you guys are finding people to you want to spend the rest of your life with. I can't even find somebody to go on a second date with. Not even a second date, a first date. Like, it's so crazy. I mean, but it's fine. Like, it's really not that deep. Like, honestly, it's not that deep, but like, it's a little bit deep. I mean, humans, we are built to crave companionship, okay? And whenever I go online and people are talking about like being single or wanting somebody, a popular response is, oh sis, your time will come, God's timing is perfect, you need to like spend time being by yourself, you know, like you need to learn to love being single. But like, okay, like, so like I've already done that. Like, realistically speaking, there's only so much self-love you can like give to yourself, right? Like, you cannot love yourself out of wanting a companion. And if you can, please share the tips, because I want to know. Dating sucks, and I'm also new to dating, right? So I feel like, and I'm past I'm 26, right? Like, and I started dating seriously when I was 25. And even then, I wasn't even dating just because I wasn't like going on dates every single weekend, because I couldn't even just find people that I want to go on dates with, right? And also, like, where I live, it's a predominantly white area, and I'm not really into like I prefer, like, my preference is black men. I love my little chocolate bars. Like, I am pro black love, not struggle love. Pro black love. We don't do struggle love over here. I live in a predominantly white area, so it's already hard to come across any black guys. And if I do come across these black guys, they like a certain type of woman, and I just don't fit the bill. So that already like limits my pool to like very little prospects. And the very little prospects that I go on dates with, it shows like I'm really not their type, and or I'm like an exception to their type. And one thing I've learned, like, I may not have been in a relationship before, but I have had a bunch of experiences with men, and from all of those, I have learned, if you are a man's like exception, or you're like a man's first, it'll show. Okay, like, it will show. And it's not the vibes. And all that to say is, it's just hard out here to date and find somebody. Like, listen, like, I just want us to listen to Don Toliver together. I want you to plan a cute bookstore date. I want you to like me, first of all, because all these men say they like you and they don't really like you. And I don't know, I just feel like because I ended dating late in the game, I mean, there's no such thing as you've missed out because like things work at their own time. Like I've always been a late bloomer. This looks so weird. I've always been a late bloomer for everything. So I'm not like I'm used to being late to a lot of things. It doesn't really bother me that much. Like as I get older, I feel like society just makes you feel a little bit like ashamed of like what you're doing, what you're not doing. And as a woman, it's like by this age you should be like getting ready to like settle down and all that stuff. And I'm not even close to being so. I don't even know like what I like in a man, to be honest. Like I don't have that many experiences to figure that out. And I feel like as I'm getting older, my I'm losing my window to like date for fun, because I feel like that'll be like a low-key red flag. Like, oh, why are you just dating for fun? Don't you want anything serious? But I've never had anything serious, and I don't want to like lock it in with the first person I go on a date with, you know. Like I don't know what I like. I want to date around. I want to date a bunch of people. Anyways, I don't even know what just dating is just, it sucks. And I feel like dating is like a black woman, like a dark-skinned black woman, is also not easy. Like the type of comments that I be getting, you guys, honestly, like they're like easy to ignore at some point, but then it's like at some point it really starts to like kind of like fuck with your mental. Like I'm not saying I'm not attractive, because I think I am, but then like there's only so many times you can receive it's like, oh, like I don't like black women, but like you're cute, or I don't really like dark skinned black women, but like you make the cut. Like okay, like I could have gone my whole life without you telling me that, right? And it's like every single date I went on last year, like 90% of them, those are all of like the comments I was getting. And like imagine I'm trying to like enjoy dating and I keep getting the same type of comments. Like yeah, it got really annoying. Like it got really, really annoying real fast. And it just kind of like put me off. At the end of the day, what's meant for you will not pass you. You know, that's what they say. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it gets really hard just waiting and waiting and waiting. So how long do you want me to wait? You want me to wait till like I'm 35? My foundation isn't matching. What's the temperature right now?
In Northampton, it's currently 3 degrees. Due to current wind conditions, it feels like it's -2.
Oh shit. And started shopping, but also it's pretty warm there, and I was gonna get warm. Right now I'm not heading over to the class place. So now that I'm back, I got back my returns and everything. And I had something else that I gotta return tomorrow, but like I'll do this when I'm in Boston, because we don't have an Abercrombie store here. So I have to return a mock neck, because I got like a white mock neck, and honestly, like I hate it, because for how much I paid for it, I'm not getting the cloth is worth. Like it's very flimsy and it's so light and it's so see-through, and the mock neck isn't even like a mock neck. It feels like I'm wearing a turtleneck. And then the sleeve is just way too long and it's just way too see-through, and I'm like, I would rather just buy a mock knit from somewhere else. Then I also ordered like a dress because I'm trying to get like a cowl slip satin dress for the summer. I got one from Abercrombie for like a pretty good price, but like I'm definitely gonna have to tailor it to make it fit my size. I'll show you guys how I look in it because I'm not impressed, but like I don't hate it. So right off the bat, this is the dress. Is this the back or the front? This is the dress here. I'll put it on right now so you guys can see. If I do a little, that was probably, okay Google, stop music. So that was probably like a failed transition, but this is the dress, and I'm covering it now because it's such a like a low cut dress. Like if I bend down, I'm exposing the little boobs that I have. So I'm gonna have to buy like some boob tape to kind of just like cover it up like this. But this is the dress, guys. My foundation, I mean, it looks like it's matching here. Anyways, I need to hold on. I'm putting a tripod. Like I hope you can see this, but like this looks very elegant, and like nobody's gonna be taking me out anytime soon, so I can't even wear this out on a date. But like when I moved to Boston, I love to take myself out on dates. We best believe we're going to Seaport in this dress. Like I'm gonna walk the Seaport streets in this dress with my heels, and I'm gonna attend like those little orchestra shows that they do every Thursday for the museum, because this just feels very like elegant, very classy, like very chic. And I just like, I love the, it's giving very much like go to like a vineyard or something. And like the back, I mean like the back, like come now, like don't play with me, don't play with me. So anyways, so here's like a better look at the dress. So as you can see here, like if I bend down, we're flashing people, and not that I mind flashing people because we're born naked, so it's fine, but like I don't have boobs to flash, okay, and I don't want to be humbled, you know. So also like this is just like I'm really loving. Okay, I'm gonna keep this dress, I'm gonna keep it. It's 11 p.m. and I just feel like it's like I'm pretty sure I am struggling or like suffering from some kind of like chronic anxiety. I don't know, like I've always been an overthinker, and my overthinking is actually very much insane. Like I feel like it's that type of a thinking that literally cripples you from doing literally anything, which I feel like is not even like useful or like conducive. Is that even a word? Like it's just it's literally so pointless, because I spend so much time stuck inside here thinking about shit instead of actually just doing stuff. Like there's this line that said you spend an hour thinking about like what to paint, but like within that hour you could have painted something, right? And that's literally what I feel like has been going on. But I just like for the past couple of 2 hours I've just been like thinking, I'm not even thinking, like I've been like majorly overthinking. I just feel like there's a whole lot of changes going on, and it's like it's just a whole lot of changes going on. And you know, as much as it sucks to admit out loud, it really just kind of feels like I'm just like alone, you know. Not like in the sense of like alone as in like loneliness, but like alone as in like I don't have like like you know, I don't know how to put it into English. I mean, I know how to put it in English, but like I don't want to put it into English, if that makes sense, right? Being like a firstborn daughter in like an African house with immigrants is just like a lot. Like you really be feeling like you're doing a lot of things like on your own. Like you spend so much just navigating stuff like on your own. Like nobody's there to help you because you're busy like helping everybody else, and people need so much help from you that they don't even have like the capacity to like help you out. And that's just kind of how like I feel like I'm alone in that sense. It's like people be coming to me for like I don't know where this concept came from, where they think I'm some magic fixer. Like I'm not Olivia Pope. Like I can barely fix my own shit, and I'm here, you expect me to fix your shit? But like I'm so busy fixing other people's stuff. Like, who gets to fix stuff for me, right? Nobody. I get to do it. And I've just been sitting for the past 2 hours, just kind of like, literally just like thinking myself into like hell. Cause like I'm thinking about like, I mean, I'm just thinking about like a lot of things at the same time. It's literally not even, it doesn't even make any sense. Like if I could like compartmentalize what to think about, that might be easier. But like I'm thinking about like dating and how awful it is. I'm thinking about how I'm supposed to be moving soon. I don't have a place secured yet. I have to think of the person who's going to take after my lease, but I can't give up my lease without actually finding a place and signing a lease, because what if I don't find a place and then I give up my lease and I have no place to live? I'm thinking about like how I've got my third year coming up. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'll be living a year from now because of my immigration status. Like I literally, like there's a whole lot of stuff, and like I have all of these things, and I can't even like go vent to like people because they're busy venting to me, and because they're so busy venting to me and expecting me to like do stuff and be there, they have no capacity to like to listen to me. Because like, yeah, I can go vent to you, but like it's not even gonna go in the ear because they're busy waiting for me to listen to you, you know. And it just sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks a lot, and it just kind of feels like I'm just handling a bunch of shit like on my own. Or so with like my friends, like, yeah, adulting is ghetto. We all know this, right? I'm taking off my makeup right now. Like adulting is ghetto. We all know this. And like my friends also going through kind of like this phase of like adulting and just kind of like figuring shit out. But then it's kind of like, yeah, they can figure shit out, but then at least they've got like people who can like listen to them and like offer some type of guidance. Even though the guidance might not be useful, like you've got that ear for them to like listen to you. I don't even have that ear. I mean, that ear for me is my fucking therapist. And isn't that sad? But I can't even go to like my own like family for assistance because they're just so busy expecting me to do shit. And I gotta find some type of like solace or like comfort or like advice from like a fucking stranger. Not even, I have to pay this stranger. I mean, my insurance is paying her, but I'm paying for the insurance. I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I always figure shit out. If I don't, nobody's gonna do it for me. So I really kind of have to. Cause like, you know, one thing about me, and this is not even like a flex or anything like that. Like it's honestly not a flex. Honestly, it's actually a pretty big problem. But you know what? I am resilient, unfortunately. So yeah, I can spend 2 hours drowning myself in my anxiety and crippling thoughts. But then the next 2 hours, I'll get my shit done. So it is what it is. Lately, I've just been realizing it's just, you know, life is shitty. Okay? Like life sucks. And I feel like it sucks more if you're like an eldest child, and I just wish I had an older sibling, because if they could just take care of me, you know, instead of it being the other way around. Like I wish so hard I had an older sibling. I'll see you guys tomorrow.